Hey, how are you guys? Kriscoolmod. This is a showcase and how to set the theme, how to change the Mame, how to customize the 24 terabyte RetroBeast launcher, the music, the Marquee, how to change the layout, the theme, the game wheel, and so on. There is so many features, and I just add a new feature, a new Mame wheel. So I'm going to explain in deep every setting, how to change everything, how to use Mame and so on, okay? So this is a long tutorial because I'm not going to be able to explain on my next update video. It's going to be too long. So this video is for the 24 terabyte owner drive, and the new feature it's going to come in the next update number 6, okay? So some feature I'm going to show you today, it's not available today. We are the 7th of September 2025, and it's going to be ready in 2 months. But I want to do a dedicated video to show you all the feature, how to change the theme, the Mame layout theme, how to change the Mame glass effect, because now I have two Mame separate things. Mame I'm going to explain soon, and I have a new launcher, the customization, that include everything, and that's what I'm going to explain. This is a mini launcher, a new launcher that's going to be available on the 24 terabyte, and you can change every single theme. So I'm going to explain in detail, okay? But first, so you understand everything, the way the 24 terabyte works. He has the, when you use your Xbox, so you have your favorite wheel. So this is, when you boot the Beast, every time it goes on your favorite wheel. This wheel, you can add and remove wheel as you want, okay? By pressing the start, and you will see there is a heart there. So you have the favorite wheel, so you can add and remove. If you need more detail on control, just go on Discord on the how to, and it's all explained how to add favorite games or favorite wheels. If you go down from favorite, if you go down, this is the Mame. The Mame, the way it works, the first wheel, as you know, the Mame, this one, that's the Mame that has almost 4,000 Mame. That's a lot of Mame game, okay? So it can be overwhelming. So that's why I did add a 900 wheels, the best of the best, this one. This one is a new, it's called Arcade Classic. It's not called Mame, it's called Arcade Classic. So Arcade Classic, it's very different from all the other Mame, okay? So you need to understand. So this Mame, the 4,000 Mame, plus all the subcategories are all from the same Mame emulator, okay? They share all the same bezel, the same CRT effect, and so on, okay? Whatever the Mame you're gonna boot on every single wheel, they all share the same Mame emulator and bezel and CRT effect. But this one, you need to understand the first one, this one. I think that's the new one that everybody will like, because it includes 900 Mame, but it's the best of the best. So every Mame you use to, everybody will go on this one because it's the best of the best, okay? So if you need to find another Mame game that it's not on this list, you can check the count. It's 869 Mame, okay? And why is there? It's because it's very beautiful. It has 23 themes. All the themes are really different than the other Mame, okay? Very, very different. Like now you have the cabinet arcade, very beautiful. See, every single games has different cabinet, the original cabinet. I'm going to show you how to change the theme very soon, but I just want to show you. He also has he share the same marquee on top with logo, and you can change video or whatever. I'm going to explain, but look at that. Really, really amazing. Okay, so this Mame has 900 games, best of the best, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So now, also, I need to explain something else. When you're scrolling up and down for this theme, you don't have a second chair. You don't need to enter another wheel to access all the game. So now we are in console. Now you are in handheld. So this is the main wheel, all right? When I'm talking about gaming wheel, is when you enter a wheel, that's the game wheel. So I'm going to show you how to change the game wheel and the main wheel. It's separated, all right? And also I'm going to show you how to change the marquee, also to enable the music, and so on and so on. Okay, so let's quit. So there is two ways now. You have I'm going to shut it down. When you're going to do the next update, you will do the one-click installation, all right? You're going to have a new icon. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in. You will have a new icon, where it is, called Customization. Okay, the one I'm dragging is called Customization. So let's boot it. This one has a ton of feature, okay? A ton of feature. You can customize the 24 the way you like, okay? So the first tab is going to appear when you boot it. See on top, it says you have the theme, you have the bezel, you have the Inigo beat, it means music. After you have the attract, meaning the when you're not playing, it goes to attract mode. So the way you want the RetroBeast to scroll games. Attract mode, it's kind of a screensaver. Okay, splash screen when you boot the beast. Front end is to fix your RetroBeast render and other useful setting I'm going to explain very soon. All right, so all of this, it's on advanced config. Okay, and the first one is called stare, because you can click on any setting. If you have a favorite setting you want to toggle on and off very often, you can put it. So let's put, that's the arcade theme just for fun. So add to stare. So if you go to stare, the setting is right there. Okay, you can remove it. Okay, so I'm gonna explain in deep. So the first one, arcade, this is all the theme for the arcade classic, not for the main. Okay, I'm gonna boot the beast because I know it's gonna be confusing for some people. So if I boot the beast, because like I said, the main arcade classic is very different. It's another emulator, it's another ROM set, it's another bezel and CRT effect, very separated than the main. Okay, so the arcade in the customization UI is to change the arcade classic only. Okay, if you want to change the main, the bezel, the CRT effect, the theme and everything, it's like, I'm gonna minimize, you boot the RetroBeast, the mini launcher. Okay, this mini launcher is to change the theme for the MAME and all the other. Okay, So you have the main, the second, and the second layout, okay? This is, for the main and the second console, the wheel gaming, it's the same, same thing as the customization, okay? It's just for the MAME. If you go to, where's the MAME? MAME effect. Wait a second. Ah, the Beast control panel. This one, the MAME. This one. You have the MAME for the light gun, and you have the regular MAME here. So here you can change your CRT effect, your bezel, and so on for the regular MAME, all right? But for the new MAME, but it just depends on what you're going to use most. So if you want to use the regular MAME, you boot the mini launcher on desktop. If you want to use the new, very amazing new MAME Arcade Classic, you're going to use this UI, okay? So all the arcade, you have a ton of, I'm going to zoom in. You have, I think, 23 themes for the Arcade Classic, okay? So for example, I like Alaska. You just click on it, and at the bottom it says script complete, all right? So I can boot the RetroBeast. It's very, very simple. So now you're going to have a cover flow with white background. Man, there's a ton of themes. So Arcade Classic, see? Now it's a cover flow with, it's called Alaska because it's white. So all teams share the same game. It's just a different layout, a different logo, cover, and so on and so on, okay? I'm not going to boot every single one, but every single one are amazing, I'm telling you. Okay, so this is the new Arcade Classic. So I quit. I can change to Cabinet. All right, so that's the first tab, Arcade. After you can change, we are in the theme section, Arcade. You can change the second screen, okay? This has the same function as when you launch the mini launcher also. The difference on the mini launcher and the customization is just about the arcade and the MAME. All the rest share the same setting. Mini launcher desktop, this one, or the Beast control panel share the same function as the customization. I repeat, the only difference, it's about the arcade MAME and the MAME, okay? So customization, if you want to change the Arcade Classic, you use customization. If you want to change the regular MAME, you boot the desktop. But all the rest about theme, main, second screen, and all the other settings, they all share the same, okay? But also, my mini launcher, there is a picture showing stuff, you know, what it represents, and the customization doesn't show the picture. That's the only difference, and the two MAME, all right? So I'm in MAME. The first one is to change the Arcade Classic theme. Second screen, you can change the marquee, your marquee on top. Do you want a video? Do you want to fix an image with logo? Do you want to turn it off? Do you want to turn it on? And so on, okay? After, there is a second screen. There is the 6:9, because some people, they use a regular 16:9 TV as a second screen. It's possible. So you have all the second screen set for a 16:9. And the second screen is set for, you know, those very large regular marquee. After, if you go to console, console is the wheel game. You can change the wheel gain right here by clicking on it. This is for all the system, Xbox, PS3, PS2, computer. This is a general game wheel you can set on the Beast. The home means the main screen, okay? You can change your main screen to have a clean theme, dark theme top, dark theme, spectrum, spin, and wheel, vertical, and so on, okay? You just click on it and it's gonna be applied. Console single, what's new on the customization is you, let's say, okay, I'm gonna take one wheel. You can change the theme for each individual gaming wheel. I'm gonna show you. So let's say I change Xbox, for example, is set to nostalgia, okay? So all my wheel, my gaming wheel are set to nostalgia, okay? It's a global setting. But let's say I want to change the Xbox for a specific wheel, just the Xbox. So I'm gonna quit. You need to scroll all the wheel, go down to Xbox. So you can personalize the Beast. Every single wheel you can set a different layout. So Xbox. Okay, right. So I click Xbox. Camera is very far. Huh? Wait a second. So I click Xbox on the console single collection, and I can say, okay, Xbox, you know what? I want spin, right? This one you need to apply. You press apply. Okay, let's boot. And every time you're gonna boot the RetroBeast, the Xbox will be set as spin. And you can do that for every single wheel you play. So every single wheel can have a different layout. See, now I'm on the spin. All right, if I go on another wheel, it's still in, sorry, in nostalgia theme. Very cool. Very, very cool. So you can change whatever. See, all the collection are right there. See, I can press switch and set to, I don't know, man, vertical, apply. So if I go to the switch, there is no switch game because my drive is, yeah, there is no switch game. Anyway, you see it's vertical anyway, because my other drive are not plugged, but you got the idea. If I go to PS2, it's nostalgia and so on. All right. Also for the global console, if you want to change all the console, this one, see nostalgia, click on it, nostalgia will be set. You need to wait, it says script is started. It's a long script, okay? When it's finished, it's gonna be applied. This is for all the console wheel, okay? So let's continue. So you have the home and console single. If I go, so I'm gonna wait because, yeah, the script is very long. So I'm gonna wait. After that, bezel and effect. This is only for the arcade classic. If you want to change for all the other Mame, sorry, you need to boot. You need to boot the Beast control panel. This one. So let's say I want to change the glass effect. You have reflective, first person. So there is a ton of CRT effect, glass effect, blooming, scuff, after a bunch of bezel, very nice. I really like the dark one and large. So I'm gonna apply Legendary Night, okay? So I really like this, so it's gonna be for the Arcade Classic. I think it's running the other theme again. I need to wait for the console to finish. Yeah, the script is very long. All right, let's boot the beast. Let's see what I'm gonna boot a main games, and we're gonna check the bezel. I think I should not boot it because it's overwriting the overlay right now. Okay, it's gonna work. Okay. So, if I go to Arcade Classic, I change it to night, dark night, and the theme has changed also. I don't remember the name, but we changed the theme of the Arcade Classic. So let's boot. Let's boot any games. And Arcade Classic has its own bezel, its own CRT effect, its own wheel setting. Okay. So I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna. Oh, I want a regular 4x3 games. Yeah, see, it's darker. Some will be larger and stuff like that. With the, there is a little bit skyline, and I can see there is no, I don't see any CRT effect, but you got the point. And if I go to the regular Mame, see, it's a totally different theme and a different bezel. All right. And if I change, let's go to Xbox, see if it does change. See, it came back. Everything came back to nostalgia. Xbox was a spin because I changed the global setting. So the script has changed. So you can play with it and check what the effect, right? Music. Music, there is a ton of feature. You can turn off the music, you can turn on the music. You can set the volume bar on your desktop screen, second screen, or the volume on the main screen. You can enable and disable music in-game, and also you can set the volume. There is a low volume in-game, or totally off, or full sound, okay? Because you cannot control the volume in games, but you can control the background music when you are in RetroBeast. So in-game you can choose, oh yeah, I want to listen to the music, but very low, so the game volume will be higher than the music, so it's very cool. So there is a bunch. Also, you can random the music and stuff like that. You can add your own music if you want. You can remove music and stuff like that. Attract mode, it's when you not playing and the RetroBeast after 2 minutes go to, it's gonna scroll games. So you can disable it. You can dim. So dim, what it does is going to save your power and your TV. So if your RetroBeast is running all day, dim should be a good, should be enabled. So it's going to be darker, okay? As soon as you're going to scroll with the Xbox, the dim's going to disappear, all right? The splash is when you boot the beast. See the video? So when you boot the beast, the 24 terabyte, you have this video. You can change it. You can make any video if you want. If you enable, if you disable the music also, you need to enable the video sound. And video sound, if you want to hear the music from the background video, I think is in other. Where it is? Video. Is it Splash? I think it's not there. It should be there. Wait a second. Remember, swap, video pause. Ah, here. Is in the other. So if you disable music, because never add music plus the video background sound, because it's going to be confusing. The sound's not going to be great. You can. So if you hear music, video preview should be disabled. And if you turn off the music, video preview should be on. All right, so you can hear every single video for the games or for the wheel. All right. So attract mode, I explained it. Splash, the booting. Front end, if you have any problem, I'm going to zoom in. If you run the RetroBeast on your PC, it's not running great, it's not smooth, it's not fast. You can change the frame rate to fit your screen, 60 or 120. But hardware acceleration should be disabled if you have any problem. All right. Front end VSync, you can enable it or disable it. Okay, if you have problem, one of those two options, I guess disable should fix it. But the big one that's going to fix your render, if you have an old PC, you need to enable render direct 3D. All right. If you have a modern PC, you render direct modern. Okay, that's going to fix the RetroBeast. All right, let's continue. And other, it's a bunch of settings. Okay, you can have a default. I'm going to explain. The RetroBeast is very special, the 24, because you can have. I'm going to show you. See, every single wheel has a background video. Okay, it's a unique video per system. Okay, but you can have a default. So what you can do, you need to turn off default home video, right? And you need to choose, let's say, orange. It's bubble orange as a default. Let's boot the Beast. Now every single wheel on the Beast will share the orange. No, it didn't work. Wait a second. You need to enable home video. Sorry. Default home video, and after you choose orange. Yeah, when you click default home video off, it's the original. So we want the default on, and you choose orange. Sorry. See, now everything is orange. I like it. You can change it to blue or whatever the video. There is a ton of default video. There is more, but I put the basic one. It's almost, that's it. That's it. On top, I suggest to not play with that. That's more advanced arcade classic. Arcade playlist, okay? You can choose the, because, okay, I'm gonna boot Arcade Classic, because there is something I didn't show you in Arcade Classic, that it's not on the regular Mame. So when you boot Arcade Classic, so that now the wheel is going right and left. If I go up and down, the opposite side, see, there is old school, and the number of games change, because now, see, run and gun. So from the 900 games, you can choose all the run and gun, the fight club, the shoot them up, the racer, the sport, the puzzle, arcade. Arcade, it's the all games. And your favorite, again, you can add any favorite and remove any favorite, all right? So you can add. So if you have another wheel that it goes up and down, you go the opposite side and you will have subcategories, racer and so on and so on. Okay? So in the arcade playlist, the second tab on top, you should not play with it, but that's the subcategories, okay? What you want to show and not show. And filter, okay, if you're a master of Mame and you play Mame all the time and you have all the trackball and 4-way, 8-way analog, trackball, twin stick, light gun, you can kind of create a collection. So see now there is a bunch of games. You want all the 4-way and you can save the filter and stuff like that. But I suggest to not play with that. You don't need to. Just if you're a really hardcore Mame player, you can kind of create your own collection and you know, per button, number of button and vertical and stuff like that. So it's a more advanced tab. So filter arcade, you should not touch it, and arcade collection, you should not touch it, okay? It's just advanced. So let's repeat. You boot customization on the next update. Stair is going to be your favorite setting you want to see there. You just add to click on add to stair. You can remove them. The second tab is going to be theme. So the first tab is going to be all your arcade classic theme. Your second screen, your marquee, right? Your marquee 16:9. Your console is going to be your gaming wheel. Your home is your main wheel, layout, and console. Every single wheel on the Beast can be set to a different theme, all right? And after, we have the bezel effect for the arcade classic. The music setting, attract mode, when it goes to random after 2 minutes. The splash booting screen. The front end, that's the front end and hardware, acceleration, V-Sync, and so on. And other, you will find, that's it, the default video. Photo top, you can remove it and add it. Photo top is the, I didn't finish the other setting. Photo top is the picture on top of the video on each wheel. See now there is a Xbox white controller, Xbox you have Halo. So you see a picture and you see a video. You can remove that and only see the video, the default or the individual video. You can remove the picture on top. It's called photo top off, photo top on. Remember, playlist position is when you enter a wheel. And let's say you scroll, you are in PS2 and you were in X, you know, in the X alphabetic game. You go back, you go back to another wheel. When you come back to PS2, it's gonna remember you were in the X, you know, the game position on the wheel. So it's already enabled. Swap main screen. If you boot Mame and your main game, let's say boot on your marquee or your second screen, you just need to set display 1, display 2, or display 3, okay? Usually you need to set display 1 or display 2. It just depends on your window screen. Sometimes your main screen is going to be this one, but the order of screens, your marquee will be 1, okay? It's very confusing. So to fix that, because all games for all emulators should boot on your main screen, but sometime Mame, it will boot on the Marquee. So try display 1. If it still doesn't work, try display 2. And if it doesn't work, try display 3. And if it doesn't work, try automatic. After that, video pause on disable or enable. So when you boot a games, if your Marquee are set to a video, the video is gonna pause. It's gonna freeze until you quit the games. Okay. Usually it's set to the video will run when you play a game, but for some people it's distractive, so you can freeze the video on your Marquee. Video preview sound, that's the music from the background video on and off, and that's it. And on the right tab, right there, you don't need that. It's to run RetroBeast, but if you want. So let's forget the CyberBeast, the normal C, and the screensaver. Let's say you want to boot RetroBeast with information. You click on it and you can run selected executable. You can run your RetroBeast from the launcher. But I suggest to run RetroBeast from the desktop icon you used to. So now I don't know if you can see it, but I have the RetroBeast with all the, I know, I'm not sure you're gonna see it, but all the information about your last update, your graphic card last update, your window last update, what is plugged on your RetroBeast, and so on. But this information is already here. Is already here. To enable or disable this setting, the info tab, boot rain meter, it's on your taskbar right panel. Double click. Go to RetroBeast status, and you can load and unload. Simple as that. Okay. And you can move it anywhere. This is all the information about your last update, the Beast update, your window update, your NVIDIA graphic card update. Defender exclusion and stuff like that. Very, very useful. So that's it, guys. So customization. So I repeat, those two icons you will have on your desktop. The Beast control panel is to set your regular Mame, the Mame I used to have all the time. Mame, the Mame for light gun. Mame for light gun and Mame for regular Mame. Also, you have all to set your light gun. You can boot all the launcher to calibrate your gun and stuff like that. And the first tab is gonna be backup maker, any desk, sync recovery, blah blah blah, a bunch of extra stuff. And the first tab is wiki, how to control. A ton of picture how to control your RetroBeast. Plus you can boot TechnoParrot for gun, Xbox, and stuff like that. The second one, this one, the white Monster Beast, it's to boost RetroBeast or Hyperspin and change the theme also. So the first tab is to boot the Beast. You have Hyperspin, bigbox, launchbox, Beast search, Hyper collection. Second tab is to change the main console, Marquee. So those features right now are in the customization UI also. But this one, you have a picture, see? No preview sound, there is no sound and stuff like that. Default home video, see? With the color and stuff like that, the theme, auto scroll, all the setting I did talk before, it's all there. The music setting. See, you can turn off your music and stuff like that, the bar. And this one, it's your hardware acceleration, RetroBeast fix and stuff like that. And you can shut down your PC. Restart your PC from this launcher also. Okay. So that's why I did a video, because people will be confused about all those settings. You can be confused, but you will have one launcher, two desktop launcher, plus the customization UI. And this one you can, that's the only place you can set your new arcade Mame. Okay. Maybe later, maybe in a few months or next year, everything will be in one UI, you know. I know it can be confusing, but you're gonna get used to it, right? Because everything is on the this UI. You can set. Some people, they're never gonna use anything. They're gonna boot the beast and they're gonna enjoy the beast the way it is. You don't need to change anything. It's just sometimes there is some fix like for the main screen and stuff like that. But for the rest, it's all set up. You can boot the beast and everything will run, right? So that's it, guys. And also, the Xbox here is to show your control. If you press on the controller, it's to test your input. It will work for your arcade panel. If you have an arcade panel set to X input, it will show all your button, the way it's plugged, it's wire, so it's very useful. Also, if you scroll your mouse wheel, you can make it bigger and smaller, all right? This one, it will launch Logitech Hub. If you click on it, also it will show the G20, G29 or G whatever, it will show, okay? And there is a steering wheel, one-click setup for Technoparrot and stuff like that. It will set your G29. Also, there is a one-click automate for your light gun on your desktop. It will show the controller on the desktop. If you click on any icon corresponding to your gun, if I click on the Ripper, it will show it will boot the calibration of your Ripper. If it's a Gunfire, it will boot Gunfire. If it's a Blendcom, it will boot a Blendcom. All right. So that's the magic of all the stuff on the Beast desktop when you do. And to have all this, you need to run the one-click installation. That is in you when you receive the drive, wiki, and you click the automate Beast install UI. It will explain how to set your drive, how to remove the security and stuff like that. It takes around 1 minute and you all set. If you need to set your TV to 1080p 60 Hz, there is a button 1080p 60 Hz to make sure Technoparrot and everything works great. Because if you want to play all game, a ton of game, 1080p 60 Hz is the best. But you can play, you can set your TV at 4K if you want and 120 Hz. There is no problem. It's just you will find problem maybe in some Technoparrot. If you have problem, you put it back your display at 1080p. All right, everything is there. If you need more information, if you go to the wiki, light gun installation, Beast manual, control, syncovery, and so on, all the shortcut, control for anything you can plug on the Beast is right there in the wiki. A bunch of fix. If you don't find your fix or your answer in the Beast, go on Discord. Everything is there. You will find it. You can search in the Discord. Write your magic word. Let's say Xbox control, House of the Dead fix or whatever. You will find it. If you don't find it, chat in the Discord chat and you will find someone will guide you to find your fix. You can add your own game. It's all explained. LED Blinky, if you have LED Blinky, it's off by default, but you can have LED Blinky on. Okay, if you play light gun, you need to turn off LED Blinky for MameOker to send the light. But if you want to play Mame with Xbox arcade panel, you can enable LED Blinky. All right. Beast theme, you can change your theme there manually if you want. And also the Mame all the MAME setup is right there. You can the MAME skyline and CRT, you can manually trigger them from this setting in the folder for the gun and for the regular MAME. And for the new MAME Classic, we use the customization. All right? So hope it help you, because, my God, the Beast, the 24 is very, very, very optimized. I know there is a ton of options, but you don't need to change everything. It's just if you want or if you need, but you can book the Beast and never touch any of those settings and just play like that. So now I'm in orange. All right, guys, thanks for watching. That's enough talking. If you need more information, text us on Discord. And thanks, the Beast is the best. It's available. This is the 24 terabyte. It's available on the Kriscoolmod.com. And look at that, with all the marquee, the music. It's badass. And see, I can control the music also from the Xbox. You can skip song from the Xbox on the main menu. And I can pause. Boom, I can play. There's so many stuff. So watch my video. I have a bunch of videos. Sometimes I forget to talk about something. But I have old video that talk about something I didn't talk. So enjoy, guys. See you on next video. Beast is the best. Ciao.